Hello and welcome to the budget DDD deck profile. It's for the most part budget to a point. There will be a few cards in here that do not make any sense in terms of budget, but that's mainly because I have them. You don't necessarily need them all, but it is something that you should be completely aware of. So, start with 3 copies of DDD Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok because he's probably the best triple D monster in the entire main deck, mainly because of the fact that he is a monster reborn. The deck has so many of them, it's not even funny. So, 3K wall, 22, pretty good. We do play 1 copy of Chaos King Apocalypse, and this mainly because it's level 7, so you can use it for the level 8 synchros with Lamia. For the rest of the pendulums, we're playing 3 Kepler, just to get your dark contracts to your hand. 3 Copernicus, because it's an Armageddon Knight, and it pretty much works with everything else. You can use it for synchros, fusions, exceeds, if you need to. 2 Newton to get your graveyard stuff back, mainly your swamps if you need it, or you need to reuse like Ghost and stuff. 1 Orthos, the last pendulum monster. It's Archphoenix centric for the deck. For the effect monsters, 3 Slime. No, sorry, 3 Swirl Slime, 3 Necro Slime, pretty standard. You kind of have to play 3 of each. We do play 3 copies of Lamia because it's the best tuner in the entire deck. It's pretty much what made the deck relevant when the structure deck came out. I do play 2 copies of Ghost. When it hits the graveyard, it immediately selects a DDD monster or dark contract card in your graveyard, and you can send another copy of it, which is cool because you can send like multiple Necro Slimes to load them up for later. And when it banishes, it can put a DDD or dark contract back in your graveyard from your banished. We play 2 Night Howl because we're playing 2 copies of DD Lilith. This gets your pendulum monsters back. This is basically a replacement for Thomas. I'm not a big fan of Thomas at the current moment in time. There's just other than rank 8 plays, you really can't do much with them. So, for the most part. As all the monsters, we play a lot of monsters. For spells, we're playing 3 Dark Contract with the Gate and 2 Swamp because we need to make plays and we need fusions. 3 Allure. You can, if you have 2 Allure, a Ghost, and any of your DDs that activate in the graveyard, you can effectively put the DD in the graveyard by using Ghost to put it there, so you don't really lose anything, so it makes Necro Slime semi-live, or even Lamia's live, if you have to. 1 Foolish, 1 Burial from a different dimension, and 1 for 1. Foolish because Lamia, 1 for 1 Lamia or Kepler, and Burial because sometimes you can put your stuff back for more fusions with Necro Slime, and then the only trap we play is 1 DD Human Resources. For the extra deck, 3 Flame King Genghis. Whenever we get the High King, at some point we're going to get him. Whether or not we get him as a Shonen Jump promo or some 10 promo, well, that remains to be seen. But this is the best card. You use it to basically get your monsters back. 2 D-Arc for synchro plays to make level 8s, or to basically leave it on the field to prevent the dark contract from burning you, because that's one of the problems with playing the dark contracts is they do burn you during the standby. So we're playing 2 Dragon's Bane King Beowulf because it is a heavy storm during your standby phase, and also it gives all of your DD monsters piercing, and he's 3k, so, and is probably the next best target for Necro Slime. For synchros, we're playing the 1 formula because I have it. 2 copies of Gus King Alexander for, like I said, more plays. 2 Curse King Siegfried because Genghis, if you can make the formula and have a and have brought back a Genghis, you can make the Curse King, and stuff like that. 1 Stardust because it's level 8. 1 High Alexander because he's generic level 10, and if you have 3 Triple D monsters, including itself, he goes to 6k, and also he is another Genghis-like effect where he resurrects monsters. And then the only last monster we're playing is 1 copy of Wing King Caesar, which is pretty decent. I hope you will enjoy the deck as it is. It is a budget for the most part. 3 structure decks and a couple of odd ends from other sets, like the Swirl Slimes and the Necro Slimes. You pretty much have to hunt for the D-Arcs and stuff like that. So let me know what you think about it. Talk to you guys all soon.